distinguished guests, one and all. It's an honour to be here today on such an important occasion for the people of Australia and particularly the people of Victoria. Fromelles represents a tragic chapter in Australia's wartime history. It was the first time that involved our forces in the horror of what was the Western Front and the bloodiest 24 hours ever experienced in our military history. 94 years have passed, and today Fromelles holds additional significance beyond the appalling tragedy of the battle. Today we gather to honour those who were lost there and thought never to be found. For more than 90 years, the final resting place of many of those lost at Fromelles remained unknown. In May 2008, a series of mass graves thought then to contain up to 400 World War I Australian and British soldiers was identified at Pheasant Wood in Fromelles, France. The discovery was the result of the efforts of many, as the Premier outlined, but particularly amateur historian Mr. Lambis Inglezos. All of those involved can be rightly proud of their efforts. This significant discovery then led the way to identifying those who were found and, where possible, notifying their families, many of whom thought the mystery of their loss would be forever. Today in Fromelles, the remains of the last soldier to be interred will be laid to rest at a special ceremony. There has been a considerable effort put in to try and identify these soldiers, and the number identified has exceeded the most optimistic of forecasts. Understandably, many families have been overcome with emotion at the news, providing closure for many who lost loved ones in that battle. Of the 250 soldiers found, 205 have been identified as Australians, and 96 of these have been positively identified by name. Over the next 4 years, the identification process will continue, so those families who have not yet come forward still have a chance to do so. These gallant soldiers are being reburied in a new war cemetery at Fromelles. That cemetery is a dignified resting place for these men who made the ultimate sacrifice. This is the first full cemetery the Commonwealth War Graves Commission has constructed in more than 50 years. Those that cannot be identified by name will be marked with a headstone to an unknown Australian or British soldier, or simply inscribed, "Known unto God." The story of Pheasant Wood and the 250 brave men found there will now be a central part of the history of many Australian families who now know the outcome of their long-lost relatives' wartime service. Today we remember those who served on the Western Front, including at Fromelles, and especially those who made the ultimate sacrifice. May they rest in peace.